Hello and welcome to this video for Learning Microsoft Office Publisher Exercise 28. And so we're going to get started with that. You should have already downloaded your Pub 28 data file. Open that up if you haven't already. And we're going to save it here under a new name. So File, Save As. And we're going to call this one 28 Open underscore your initials. So 28 Open underscore your initials. Then what we're going to do is we're going to be learning about clip art. I know this is pretty much something you've already done, but this is just a good refresher in case for some reason it all fell out of your head. So we're going to go and look at pictures here online, so you can see the pictures button. I'm going to click on that. My search is going to come up here for I can do from a file, OneDrive Personal, and then Bing Image Search is what I'm going to be working with. So I'm going to click in there, and it says I need to search up pond because we're going to find a picture of a pond for this flyer. So I search a pond. I have some different options. And it says select the clip that looks appropriate for this flyer. So you can see multiple pictures here. I'm going to pick one. You can actually pick a different one if you want. Just make sure it's appropriate for the flyer. So it needs to be something that from pond, when you look at the word pond, that's one of these here. So you can pick which one you want, but you do need to pick one that fits with it. So I'm going to go with this one right here. Add it in. It says move and resize the picture and maintaining the aspect ratio. Now you're going to learn about this in your terms list, but in case you forgot, aspect ratio is the idea of you want it to stay the width and the height to have the same comparison, the same ratio. Sometimes when people resize pictures, most of the time I grab the corner because it maintains your aspect ratio. You can see when I move it, the height and width change. If I grab just the width, you'll notice, look at that, it looks wrong because of the aspect ratio. And so you want to be resizing this correctly. Now you can see I've gone down a little too far with the picture because it's interrupting the wind. So let's pull it up here to about right there. And that's about where it actually needs to be in size. So whatever picture you select, it should be about that big. Then it says what we're going to do is we're going to increase the contrast for the picture. So click on your picture here. Then you're going to go up here to the Format tab. And then you'll notice there's a lot of different options you have for the picture. So we have corrections, we have recolor, compress picture, change picture, swap, all these different options. You have picture styles that you can choose from over here. And then of course we have our picture border, picture effects, and then also captions. So shadow, glow, soft edges, bevel, all those different things. So I'm going to look here at corrections. This is where I would change the contrast right here. So it says increase the contrast for the picture. So right now it's currently at this one. So brightness, you can see too when you hover over it. Here, actually, let me do it like this here. It's hard to see with my magnifier, but it'll show you the contrast here of it going bright. See, brightness stays about 50%, but contrast is changing. So we want contrast to increase. So I'm going to go to, it says here, not a specific percentage. So I'm just going to go down one square and select it like that. Then it says try out each of the 4 settings of color buttons menu, then leave it set for automatic. So where it says recolor here, I have all my different options that I can look at, and you can just hover over them. We do want to leave it set to automatic like it said, which is this one right here. But it's kind of fun to look at the different ones. So grayscale, and then they have different color settings here for it. Now increase the brightness for the picture by 2 levels. That's 2 clicks more of the brightness button. Now that's over here in our correction setting. So when I went up and down, it changed the contrast. When it comes to the brightness, I have to go this way. And we're actually just going to go 1 over here because otherwise it gets a little too bright. So when you get done with it, we went from here to 1 more of the contrast and then 1 more here of the brightness, 10%. Then we're going to print our publication, so I saved it. I choose print, Microsoft Print to PDF, putting of course the same name, so 28 open underscore my initials. I'm going to save it, or excuse me, press enter so it saves Microsoft Print to PDF, and then of course that's the end of the first part of our exercise. The next thing we're going to do here is it says Create a new publication based on one of the quick publications. Choose a layout that includes a picture. So I'm going to click File, New, Built-in, going down to my quick publications. And I'm going to pick one that includes a picture. So I'm just going to go here with color band. I'm just going to leave the settings there. Large picture at the top, create. So this is where my picture would go, right here. Alright, replace the picture, okay, there's nothing here, with one of the pictures from the clipart task pane. Use your imagination that creates a flyer that fits the picture you chose. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to create a flyer based off of this. So pick a picture. It could be for any kind of event, as long as, of course, it's appropriate with school policy. So make sure it's fitting with that. But I want you to pick out a picture. I'm not going to actually go through and show you this exercise because you can do this on your own. So pick a picture. So it could be, as long as it's anything that is appropriate with here, the rules and standards of the school. Change the picture, change the heading, change the other stuff. So that way it's an appropriate flyer. I will save it though for you so you can see the name. We're going to save this publication with the name 28 art underscore your initials. So 28 art underscore your initials. So that's what you're going to save it with. So the 3 files that you're going to end up with by the end of this exercise, let me get down to it. You can see we have 28 art and then 28 open, and there's a PDF of open and a publisher file. So those are the 3 files you need. 28 art I didn't show you exactly how to do because I want you to pick your own stuff, but again, of course, stuff that fits with school policy. And that is how you complete exercise number 28 of Learning Microsoft Office Publisher.